I'm trying a new camera angle today, so bear with me for just a second because I'm trying to make sure that you can see. So you can see, I feel like what you need to see. You don't need to see this over here, but you need to see more of this over here. I'm trying to work it out. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I'm Coach Angela with Naomi and Me Creations, and today we are going to make a St. Patrick's Day gnome wreath. Please feel free to subscribe. We definitely need your subscriptions on YouTube at Naomi and Me Creations. And please follow us also on Facebook, because we definitely need you. So let's jump right in, because I don't want to be long. I'm definitely trying to time myself. We're already a minute in. So today we're going to use a work wreath, and this is it. It already has tinsels, and I changed the craft room around some, so I'm trying to make it more functional. Right now I'm just standing up the tinsels on the work wreath, and you can make your own work wreath if you have a flat wreath like from the Dollar Tree or from somewhere else. You can make it into a work wreath by just adding your tinsels, and I'll do a video on that one day this week on YouTube. So I have an idea of how I want to do it, but if you watch me before, you know that I kind of design as I go sometimes. So this is the work wreath that we're going to be using. Oh, man. Give me 1 second. I messed up something. I shut one of them. No, I didn't. So this is the work wreath. Sorry. That we're going to be using. Work wreath. This is the sign. The sign came from Hobby Lobby. I'm just trying to make sure everybody can see it good. Oh. Okay. So now I think you can see. But this is the sign that we'll be using. And the mesh. So let's jump right on there. So in the top, to help lift it up, and the sign is really heavy, and this is a larger work frame than the Dollar Tree frame, I'm going to use 2 different meshes and kind of pull them apart so that it can help support the big heavy sign. I'm going to move some of the stuff out of the way just so I can have room on the workspace, on the work table, but I just wanted you to see what we were working with. These are the 2 meshes that we're going to use up here on the top layer, a jute and just the white. Okay. I'm going to turn them over. Just going to take them by the edge, have them lined up together, fold them down, bend them in one time like this, and go ahead and start laying them in. And I'm going to do it at 10 inches. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's 8. This gray one is 10. I'm going to take a Sharpie and mark on it so I don't have to keep counting it every single time I do that. So this one is 10. This one is 12. This one is 8. This one is 6. This one is 4. 4. And this one is 2. So now I know on the mat. Hopefully it doesn't smear. Okay. So we're going to do them at 10. Just 10-inch poofs. Then we're going to come back and put cruffles inside. Doesn't have to be exact, just roundabout. And now that we're about to come to the end, I'm going to measure it and cut it off so I can have a straight line for when I want to use my mesh again and I want to start out. I don't want to start out with a curvy, funky curve. So here, I can cut about here. So everything is straight. Okay. Won't need these anymore. And so now I'm going to take my two meshes, which is a green and a lime green, like in the elf's hat. And we're going to cut some 30-inch strips to make cruffles with. For the top row, we'll cut 25. So for the bottom row, we need about 4 or 5. The green is not going to make it. 2. Thanks for joining. Miss Denise, Dewan, and another third person. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so this one we don't have to cut. It's a pinch over 30, but we'll just use what we have. Put this one in. Let me grab another row of green. Also put a little lotion on my hands. Please feel free to join me on my YouTube channel, Naomi and Me Creations. I love you all watching on Facebook, but I really need the support on YouTube. You're very patient and love what you are creating. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so back at it. So we have 3 sets for the bottom. Let me see how many ties we have in the bottom. I know exactly how many sets we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need 4. We got 3. We need 1 more for the bottom. Not we have. So today is Monday, fun day. Did everybody have a good day at work today? So that's 4. That takes care of the bottom. And on top we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do 3 and 1 for the top at 25. These are for the top. One more for the top, and then 1 piece. We'll do the greens, the line. Because it's so springy. All of this is springy though. I love the spring and the summer. Like those are my favorite seasons. Because everything comes alive and it's so bright and vibrant and it smells so good in the morning. With the trees and the fresh dew. Okay. And that's it for those. So let's go ahead and put these tools up. Let's go ahead and start making our cruffles and putting it on. So I got some new clips so we can cruffle everything up. And then just grab the wreath and put it all on at one time. So, a cruffle. This is your mesh, your deco mesh. And it naturally just curls up like this on the row. So when you're making a cruffle, you want to lay it down so that it not in the way that it naturally curls like this, okay? And you can also create all kinds of cruffles, layered, small, all kinds of things. So you're going to take at one end and just curl it up or let it curl 1 or 2 times, 3 times, however many times you want to go. I like a nice loose curl. And there's nothing wrong if you like a small, tight curl. It's all preference here. There's no wrong way or right way to do a wreath. So I like a curl that's nice and big like that. I like it like this. And then I just place my thumb here in the middle to hold, and I walk my fingers in. And then I get a cruffle or a woodland ruffle is what they call it. But we call it a cruffle because it's a curl and a ruffle together. Creates a beautiful design. Some people even call it a little butterfly. Hey, to each his own. But I love the word cruffle, so I like to call it cruffle. So I'm just going to pinch and put this clip on it and keep on making the ones on the bottom so that we can move faster. I'm trying different things to increase on my time. So we'll see until I learn how to edit. Once I learn how to edit, then hey, the world will be my oyster. I will create many, many things once I learn how to edit. because my creativity will spill over. I just have to have time. I'm sure I can do it because other people do it. And I'm one of those type of people. If somebody can do something, I can do it too if I want to. And this is something I want to do. So, it's different when you don't want to do something. But I don't feel like anybody has any more ability than anyone else. It's just how you apply yourself and how you try and how much effort you put into it. So things have to be something that you want to do in order for your effort to line up. Now these things are magnetic. That's the only thing that seems to be wrong because they're sticking to each other. The clips. So I'm just going to continue to make cruffles, and I can walk you through a couple more if you need me to, but I don't really feel like you need me to because we all have that rewind button we can push back to go back and see, but I'll do it for a couple more. I do enjoy myself. I do. I really do. Because it's almost like talking to myself because I can read your comments, um but I can't hear you, of course. So, but I like it when everybody interacts with me and I can look up and read the comments and respond back. I love it. I spend all day at work talking to patients, and I want to come home and talk to you too. See how your day is going, what y'all had for dinner. Did anybody do anything exciting today? Was anybody off work? Like, tell me what y'all up to. What was y'all doing? Okay, we almost got our bottom ones done. When we get the bottom ones done, we're going to go ahead and put those on. So let me show you another way that you can also do a cruffle. A lot of people do it this way. And it's a nice way. So you start your roll. Add you a clip to hold on one end. Then you start your roll down here so you're not trying to roll it. It's already rolled. And then you can just walk it on in like that. And walk it right into your other roll. Release that one. Bam. Your cruffle. So cruffles don't have to be perfect. That's the neat thing about them. None of this stuff has to be like perfect or you have to spend a bunch of time making sure that everything lines up. That's the beauty and creativity. Just kind of like how we are. We aren't perfect, but we're so beautiful and gorgeous, you know? Oh, I know you are relaxing. We miss you. Naomi is about to turn 1 year old in a couple more days, 2 more days. She will be 11 months. And she has 4 teeth. She's holding on to everything, walking, getting into everything. She has so much personality, just like her mom did when she was younger. So I'm taking this cruffle, I'm opening up the pines and just laying it in. I like mine's curls up because I like to see my curls. They're so beautiful. I like to see all the work. So there's a cruffle, and I'm just going to alternate. Green lime, green lime, green lime. And I'm twisting it 2 times just so that they stay in place. See how much faster that goes? I feel like building the body of the wreath goes really, really fast. What takes long is designing and cutting the tails and figuring out, which ones you're going to pair together and stuff like that. So I think about this stuff all day long when I'm at work, but then when I get home and I look at it, it's a little bit different. Unless a customer has a certain idea of what they may like or has showed me a picture or something like that, then, creativity has to kick in and take over. So please, you guys, if you know people that like to put wreaths on their doors, I ship. I do have an Etsy shop. Naomi and Me Creations has an Etsy shop. Um, we do custom wreaths, or you can buy one there that we already have made up. I don't know if you can, well, some of you probably saw these boxes right here, but when I make them, I let them stay out for a few days, but I box them. They're ready to ship. They're ready to go. So buy me out. To me, that's a huge success when I have no wreaths in my Etsy shop. And right now I have wreaths in my Etsy shop. But I do understand. I'm just starting. So everything takes time. But that's my vision. One day I'll look up and everything will just be selling and I'll be in here just making. Okay, so this is the first layer. And now we'll do the top layer. Some of them fell on the floor. Let me scoop those up. So I asked y'all what y'all had for dinner, but nobody told me. But I had 2 egg rolls. Yeah, green is the spring color this year. Ooh. Well, green is one of my favorite colors, so I'm down for it. I need to do a couple wreaths in green then. With some green colors and pretty green florals and flowers. I did a whole lemon set. And it's on Etsy, and I have a few more that I'm working on to go with the lemon set. I've decided to do some things in sets. To do 2 swags, a couple a mini swag, a large swag, a medium swag, 2 regular wreaths, a couple lantern bows, and a mini wreath with each theme. So we'll see. I try to do it all on camera, but sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and I just start making stuff, and I know ain't nobody gonna come on here with me, and I like to interact. You can have dinner. You plan on eating or you fasting? I had 2 egg rolls, but I got some greens that my aunt and uncle gave me yesterday, and I really want to cook it. I got greens, cabbage, and broccoli, and I love vegetables. I really would love it if my aunt would have cooked them for me. Aunt Blas, if you're listening. She does spoil me a few times a year and call me and have made something, some greens or some pies or something. So I definitely can't complain about that. She's a good cook. Oh, you're not hungry. You're probably gonna get hungry later on, and then just gonna be munching late. Okay, last one for the top. My biggest thing is making sure I keep everything organized and putting stuff back. Because when the live and the camera goes off, I sometimes have a big old mess to clean up. And I really just want to take the time to end the live and jump back into another read on the live again. Because I want to keep going. It's like I get a little buzz off of it sometimes. Okay. But I stop and clean up. Also, I was also telling y'all about a layered look. A layered look is so beautiful. So how we would have created a layered look is like when we put this green one down, if we would have put the dark green on top of that. Look how pretty that is. Layered up. I love it. But it uses so much mesh to get that look, and then it's very expensive. Makes the wreath more expensive. And I try to keep the wreaths at a certain price point for customers. Yes, I love peanut butter and jelly. I had a peanut butter and banana sandwich last week um, at work. I took it to work for breakfast. That thing was so heavy, I couldn't even eat the whole thing. Oh, and these, I forgot to do this and mention it. We can separate these. So that gives us an extra layered look. So as we go along, we can separate these. And this one that I cut off, we'll just tuck it under. And it just adds a bit more of a lift. And I'm just alternating. If I put the jute, the brown forward on this one, on the next one, I put the white forward. Okay, where did Ty go? Hi, and playing peekaboo. I was trying to have my comments set up so that I could read them down here. I did that one day, but oh, it's talking. Oh no. I did that one day, but oh, it's talking. Oh no. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. Sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. There we go. I had to push mute on that. Because I was about to out talk myself. How funny is that? Or how can a person do that? Out talk yourself. I'm trying to make the comments. Okay, swipe left to reveal your comments and reactions. Here they go. I got it. I got it. Now I have to keep looking up. So for you to do a live chat or video like this. So to do a video like this, once you, like if you're going to do a text, if you're going to make a comment on Facebook, it says go live. You can go live. Now, if you want to chat like face to face with the person, you can go to Messenger And the same people that are your friends on Facebook, you can message them, and even doesn't matter what kind of phones you all have, y'all can have face, like almost similar to FaceTime, face to face conversations and reactions with people. So it really all depends on which one you're talking about. Now, when I do this, the lime and the lime are going to be next to each other, but it's okay. Lime and lime next to each other is nice sometimes, I guess. All right, last one. Okay, so this is our base. Nice and pretty, full of different textures, lots of different colors. We have 4 colors represented here. It's nice and it's full. It's a really nice wreath. Represent a lot. So I should have already plugged up the glue gun, but I didn't. I gotta learn when I come home, cut these things on so we can prepare our sign. And I got this sign from Hobby Lobby. Take all the pricing and the made in, complies with California, whatever. We're not even in California. But I guess since California has a lot of fires, they have to have things that comply with certain things that are fire retardant. Okay, I can't get that off. That's fine. We're going to cut this little hanger off. And we're going to add our own hanger. We'll add three ties on. One up here at the hat and 2 down here at the bottom so that it pulls and makes tension to hold it solid. While that's warming up, and while we're waiting to get the sign together, let's go ahead and make some tails. So we had 10 on the bottom, 7 on the top, 17. So these are the ribbon choices that I selected. One has some gnomes on it, so it goes perfect with it. And then I took out some extra stuff because we can, I can put 3. I can have 3 sets of ribbon tails. We can have 3 sets of ribbon tails, or we could just have different stuff that's in the actual big ribbon that goes on the bow. So, what you can't see? What you trying to see? Okay. So, this is the part that gets confusing because then I can't. And I got a little board to cut the tails at 14 inches, and I found it. Found it. It's my handy dandy little board. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting. I'm not sure what we're going to put with what, but I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. Because I know we're going to use this because the gnome is actually holding one of these. 3. Oh, here's the wreath right here. The wreath isn't finished. This is just the base of the wreath. Let me see if I can lift up a little bit. This phone I have is so big that it doesn't do that. Okay, now you can see a little more. There we go. So this is the wreath base. It's just this is the base. So once I get the base, then we decorate the base. So some people use just the base and hang it on the walls and stuff like that. You know, bases are beautiful too. But then you can take a base to a whole different level by adding signs and ribbons and bows and polka dots and embellishments and things like that, or flowers. So with this one, we're going to add this sign on it. We're going to add some of these ribbons that match the sign and the wreath to bring it out. And then we can add other embellishments like four-leaf clover flowers, three-leaf clover sticks and stuff like this. So we'll do that at the end once we start building, but this is all a part of how we build the wreath up and how we make a wreath. So I'm going to take the wreath away now, because now we're going to cut some ribbon tails. And you'll see ribbon tails, they really set it off. 3, 4, 5. So this is 5. We may need another one depending on at the end. And so this board cuts 14-inch tails. I like to use 14-inch tails because I want the tails to be seen. When you cut smaller inch tails, sometimes they're not as visible. So I like the tails to be very, very visible, very seen on the wreath. And so now I'm going to line them all up and dovetail them. And to dovetail them, I just fold them in half this way. And along this folded edge right here, I cut up towards the point. Okay, and I'm going to do it over my trash can. I'm not sure if y'all can see. Well, I can do it right here so you can see, and then I can sweep it to the trash. But you just, if you wanted a short dovetail, you would do it like this. If you want a longer dovetail or a deeper dovetail, you come down more. So I'm going to come midway. So for like something really fancy and elegant, you definitely want a nice deep dovetail. So this is a dovetail. Some people call it a dovetail, a fishtail, all kinds of different tails. So that is a dovetail. So now we're going to do the same thing. It just makes your wreath look fancier. Some people don't do dovetails. Some people do slants. Just cut it at a slant. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just preference. But I normally do just about all of my wreaths in dovetail because I just think they're so nice and elegant. Okay. So I have 5 of those. Now I got to pair something up with this. I'm going to go with... He does have some black. So I'm going to go with this. There's nothing striped in it. But, you know, sometimes you put things in there that's not in there to bring it out. So let's do 5 or 6 of these. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Cut it off, slide it off, and cut up in each corner. Line them all up, fold them in half the long way, cut along the bend, the fold up towards the corner to make my dovetail. Do the same thing on the other side. And this is how you can do your Christmas bows and everything. Dovetail them to make them really cute if you tie bows onto your Christmas packages. Okay, so that's one set, and the other one is definitely going to have to be the one with the gnomes. Just because we're making a gnome wreath, and these are all his gnome friends. And this one has polka dots on them, just like our gnome does. So, goes perfectly well. I'm going to get out our easy bow maker to hold the ribbon while I wrap it. One, two, 3, 4, and 5. And cut. So on Facebook, when you can't see very well, my YouTube page, the camera that I have set up on my YouTube page gets a perfect view. And that YouTube page is Naomi and Me Creations. I would love for you all to join me on there and subscribe while you're over there. It really will help the channel to grow and the business to grow a lot. So the same difference. And as soon as I'm done with this, this will be on Etsy. Or if you have my number, which I'm about to give to you, you can call me and get it. You can stop me before I even put it on Etsy. And I'll ship to you or to whoever you might want to gift it to. No problem. Okay, so that's the second set. Well, we got to put something with it. I'm thinking since it's white, let's put this green. Yeah, let's put this green, these green clothes with it. I might not have enough of this for the bows though, because this is very light. No, that's two prints. It definitely doesn't look that good together. It's not going to look very good. Let's try something else. Let's try a solid green. Dark green, which is lucky. Green is lucky. It's my favorite color. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 2 ribbons that are 2.5 inches and 2 that are 1.5. That's a nice combination. So let's dovetail these. Dovetail the other end. Line them all up. Fold them in half. And cut clean as we go. Perfect. It looks good together. And my sister is calling. Sissy, I'm on live. She has no way of seeing that. I can't tell her. I don't know how to tell her. Oops. No, I'm on live. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm on live. Just go watch me on YouTube or Facebook. I'm doing a live right now. Okay? Go Facebook. Okay. So she should be joining us on Facebook. Sorry, y'all. I think that I mute all this stuff, but apparently I don't. But if you have little sisters and big sisters, I love talking to them, staying in touch with them, that type of thing. All right, so let's put our stuff on the sign. Then we can start putting on our dovetails while our sign is cooling down. Oh, you know what? We needed to save some of these little ribbon clips for, let's use the white ones for our sign. So it's really neat how this works out. To add these ties onto the back of the sign, it's really, really easy. You just put them in half, how you want them to go. Figure out where you want them to go. I want this one to go about right here. And I'm just going to put some couple squeezes of glue. And by the way, I do use Gorilla Glue. Then I'm going to lay the tie down directly down into the glue. Wait a couple seconds and line it back up with glue right on top. Then put this piece of material down and it works magic. It combines everything together, creates a bond so that it stays. You just have to let it dry and set up. So that's number one. And I use this spatula so that I don't burn my hands because this glue is hot, baby. It will burn the mess out of you. But have your fingers so tender when you go to touch stuff. You'll be, what did I touch? It was the glue. This glue burn you. I was hoping you used them clippings. Yep, I try to use them. So whenever I'm making something, I try to save the little things to reuse them for something. And this is an excellent way. And then this way it matches the wreath. It has ribbon on the back that matches it. And sometimes when you have stuff like this, you can take a piece of ribbon that you have and you can put it over all this stuff because you don't want your customers seeing stuff where you got it, where you bought it from. They shouldn't see that. It came from you. So anything that they see should represent you, not another company, not another wholesale place, merchant, not shipped from China, California, none of that stuff. So just remember that. But this won't be seen because it'll be flat onto the wreath. So that's why we don't have to worry about that. But if it was a situation where like it was going to be a hole and it was going to be seen, you definitely need to cover that if you're selling it or if you're gifting it. I just like perfection regardless. Hey, Earl. You go to Naomi and Me Creations, Naomi space the letter N space ME space creations. And that's on YouTube. A couple dollops of glue. Set the tie inside. Put a line on top. Put the piece of material on top. And then come by with a silicone spatula. And the reason why you want to use silicone is because that glue won't stick to it. The glue will get stuck on it, but it rolls right off of the silicone. And thanks for your subscription. I have six subscribers. My sister is watching. Please go to YouTube and subscribe. Okay, So we have to do it one more time over here. Couple pieces of glue. Get my even point. Put some glue right on the top. A piece of ribbon or cloth of your choice. Smash it down so that it all combines, and I call it married because they're joining so that they combine. And then you let this set for at least about a good 10 minutes so that it gets set up really well. Okay, so we'll set that to the side for a minute. Now, we could make some bows and then put on our, let's do that. Let's make some bows. I'm not sure what we're going to do. 1 bow, 3 bows. We're going to do 3 bows. I love 3 bows. We're going to do 3 bows because it's a big sign and to put flowers all around it. The gnome, he's not, I mean, he's holding a clover, but I don't see the need for the flower. So we're not going to use the flower, okay? Yeah. Okay. So let's make a couple bows. Now you can use some of the ribbon that you use for your ribbon tails in the bow, or you can use something different too. Or you can just use one of those, or to make it all mash. But you can also put something different in there, which I'm going to do today. So I'm going to give us about an 8-inch tail. And since we're going to do 3, this is a pretty wide one. Let's start out with some 6-inch loops. Twist the loop so it's nice and round and pretty. Go to the other side. Measure it out for 6 inches. And since this is the only gold, this is going to be the only one that I do 4 loops on. So I'm going to do 4 loops. Everything else will be 2. And since I cut my dovetail already, I just went on and cut my dovetail in this for the next time I use it. And I'm going to set it to the side because we're making 3 bows. So I need to use it again. I'm going to put the green in. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail it. Give it an 8-inch tail, and remember 2 loops. Twist it to get it around to the pretty side. Although I think both sides are the same, but I'm just in the habit of twisting. And this time, this loop is going to be 5.5 instead of 6. And it's just going to be 2. ahead and dovetail it for the next time. Twist it to the pretty side where the pattern is. And this time, this loop is going to be 5. And again, just 2 bows, 2 loops. Making sure I dovetail it again so when we make the next one. Put the stripe in. And I'll let this one be 5 as well. Just 2 loops though. Okay. I'm going to put the gnomes down. 2 loops. That didn't work out. Printed side up. Now this printed side gets twisted, turned down. There we go. The only thing about this mesh is that this ribbon is that it's really soft, and I like a stiffer ribbon that holds its shape better. This one is really, really soft. It's just really for design. And then sometime if I get a ribbon that's really, really soft, I attach it to a stiff ribbon so that it has support. But this one has a lot of other ribbon in it to give it support. It's not one that'll just be by itself. So, but it's very soft, which feels nice, but unfortunately, working with it like this, I prefer a stiffer. And should we add some glitter in here? I think so. Our sign don't have no glitter, but we can make it pop. Let's make it pop. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribbons. So we're going to end up with 6 or 7 ribbons because I was going to put this St. Patrick's in there. Yeah, let's just do it. It's going to be a lot of bow, but it's going to make the wreath pop. So we're going to walk it in a little bit more. Oops. Okay, and for the green, we're just going to do a center loop. Nope, we're not going to use the green. Nope. All right. So for the first bow, let's lift it up. Place your thumb in the center really tight so that the bow doesn't get away from you. Take your tie. Grab it around the back. Grab it with one of your fingers. Hold it in place. Wrap it around. Even your tie out. And pull with this hand, your dominant hand, and pull down. You're pulling away to make a really tight bow as you twist. And this is our bow. I didn't put anything in the center because we'll put a clove in the center. Okay, so let's do this 2 more times. Next time, I'm not going to really walk you through. I'm just going to make it, okay? Well, I told a fib. I am going to talk this through because I want to talk. I like to talk. I don't seem fast to me. I'm trying to cut my time down because my time has been somewhat running 1 or 2 hours, and people don't want to watch that long. And I want people to hang out with me and watch long. So I got to speed up on my time so that they stay on with me and watch. But I am trying to get faster because I can visualize myself getting busier and busier and my wreaths to be in demand. And one day I'll come home and have a bunch of orders and I'll have to sit down and pump them out. And I'm just looking forward to the time. That's going to be exciting for me. And I know it's going to come. So. All right. First 4 loops. Dovetail it. Dovetail this in for when we have to already start out again. Next one was our green. And as I do them, I go ahead and try to lay the tails in the direction somewhat that I want them to go. If I have a tail going up, then my other tail, I want it coming down. Space your loops out so that when you lay your other loops down, they fall in between. So it's like they fall in between. Okay. So here's the next one. Got some little pointy wire sticking out, ready to jab somebody like me. Okay. 8-inch tail. And remember, everything else is just 2 loops. So this tail went up, so this tail will come down. That's how you do it. Opposite. So we did bring this tail in a little bit, this loop in. So this tail is down. That means this loop comes down. This tail up. Pull on it like that. Gives you that pretty curl. This loop comes up. So our next pattern was the stripe. And see how quick it is? Because we already have left this prepared. So we can just roll with it, baby. If we didn't leave it prepared, then we have to be stopping and cut that. Although it's just a couple of snips, but might as well just go ahead and take care of it while you have it in your hand. So remember, we're bringing this one in some. Just 2 loops. Go ahead, dovetail that. Ooh, I didn't put this one down. I put the other one down. The print. I'm going to take it up and put a little clip in it. Why y'all ain't tell me that I was messing up? All right, we already got this one done. Just gonna sit it right back down in there. Bam. Bam. All right. I don't know if this one was long enough, but we're going to try and see before I have to pull out another roll. So this one, I'm just trying to make it work. Loop. Ooh, and it's going to work. Perfect. That was perfect. And for whatever reason, we did not dovetail this in. All right, let's put our St. Patrick's on top. Tail fails. Okay, we'll pick it up later. All right, let's lift and tie it up. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Okay, even it up. Pull with this hand, pull with this hand. Going away. And turn at the same time. Oh, I'm losing my grip. Bow 2. We'll straighten it out later. Let's go right into bow 3. 8 inches, 4 loops. Good evening. I do have a YouTube watcher. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm excited about my Facebook watchers, but I am even more excited about a YouTube watcher. I am. Because that took some effort. So this one we don't have to dovetail because we're not about to make another bow, but I am a dovetailer. You know, like that's my thing. So I like to leave them dovetailed. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, just tidying up as we go along. So at the end, I'm not having to do everything. I prefer to do it as I'm going along. And we're done with that. Now we have the green. So much green hanging out. What is going on? And again, green has these wires hanging out. I don't know. They're just trying to poke on me. Okay. So today I got 2 orders today. One for Easter and one for orange and yellow wreath. So, don't be surprised that I don't do it today, but we'll definitely be doing it tomorrow or I told the lady about the Easter wreath that by Thursday I will have 5 for her to pick from. So we have 5 Easter wreaths to make. And with the orange and yellow wreath, I do have something that may suit that customer's vision on Etsy. So she's going to go and look. But just because she wanted it, I'm going to do something just for her. Because if she loves orange and yellow, then somebody else will love orange and yellow as well. I just kind of need to thank you. I'll be so excited when I get an order. Y'all just don't know. Because I make this stuff and then it sits in my Etsy shop. And then I feel a little disappointed and sad because nobody bought it. Because I want my wreaths to be everywhere, all over the world. That's my vision. Hey, hush. Be quiet. So as y'all know also, every night around a certain time, they just, they can't take it no more. They hear me talking to y'all and they want to have some input too. I don't know. Okay. Be quiet before you get in trouble. You can't take over my live show. Get your own channel. There are some dogs that have their own channel. Did y'all know that? Sissy, there are some dogs, if you're still on here, that have their own channel. My sister has a dog that, you talking about love her dog. The one has a dog, he love his dog. I love my girls. I really don't feel like they're dogs. I feel like they're my daughters. But I ain't even no TV on running my phone bill. My electric bill up either all day. They better look at each other. That is funny and not funny at the same time. So, yeah. But I have plenty of things for them to do to entertain themselves during the day. And when I get home, I can tell that they have entertained themselves, been in stuff they have no business being into. So that's that. I feel guilty about leaving them, but in order for us to be divas, Mama gotta go to work so we could be fabulous. And that's what I tell them every morning. That I gotta go to work so we could be divas, so they could be divas because they are. One of them has allergies really bad, and now where I live, there are a lot of trees, and her allergies are starting up. So I gotta call the vet and get her some medication, or either go to the store and buy her some children's allergy and hook her up. But then I have to give her a bunch of treats to trick her to eat them. I did not dovetail that. I'm glad I caught it. I'm talking about you. I know you don't like me telling your business, but we have to share. We have to share our lives. When we're on live, we have to share our lives. Okay? Has to be interesting. And right now, you're interesting. Okay, so now we go back with the gnomes. I have to get another roll of gnomes. Dovetail it. Timing is not looking bad. We've been on live for 1 hour and 19 minutes. And even though we still have some more to do, it's not a lot. So we're looking good. Now I tried to set up my whole lemon collection to be in the background, and it's over here. And you YouTube can see it, but y'all can't. But I need to put it right back there so you can really see it. Because it's so stinking cute. Okay. Last bow. So, did anybody do anything kind for somebody today? Make somebody laugh, support somebody, help them feel happy, uplift them. If not, buy them a wreath. Did y'all see that setup coming? That was too corny, right? I know. But be honest, I'm a corny person. So, you know, there you have it. And that was the last bow. Now we're going to put this thing together, put a few decorations on it, and watch it come to life. I didn't dovetail that again. Why am I slipping? Okay. Let's lift the bow up. Wrap the pipe cleaner around. Even the tie out. No, ma'am. No, we're not going outside right now. Because I can't stop to watch you. Unless you just want to go sit on the porch for a few minutes. But you can't sit out there and bark and talk to people. Okay. Pull with both hands and twist. And your bow should lift up and perk up just like this. Look nice. Okay. We're done with this. I'm going to let them outside to sit on the porch for a second. Come on. Come on. You want to go outside? Okay. So I'm going to set all three of the bows to the side. We'll grab the sign. Put all of our things away. The tools. Because if not, all they're going to do is be everywhere. On everything. The bow's going to sling them everywhere. So here are our sets of ribbon tails. And I'm just setting them over here to the side so that I don't swing them on the floor as usual. And they all dropped on the floor. Oh. I get so anxious that I start messing up. Can't do that, but I do it. Okay, so let's grab the sign. It should be nice and dry. And it doesn't really matter where we place it because right now it's neutral. Everything is the same. We can place it here, 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 here. But this is kind of a lift up, which will give it, but I've never really put it on this side. I'm not feeling comfortable with that. I'm just a right-handed person. So it seemed like I would be working backwards. So it's going to have to be on this side. But if I wanted to give it a lift, I could add some extra curls or something to give it more of a lift. And sometimes it's good to see how it would stand up. Give me just a second. I do have a table set. table stand that I can put up. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see, but this just gives me an idea of how it would sit on somebody's door. And I know you can't see, but just give me a second. So YouTube can see this. So I really advise you to go to YouTube and watch on YouTube. So I'm gonna take it back down though, but just to see how it will look. So that side, it looks good. So we'll do that. And sometimes when I'm working, when I'm not live, I use that stand to decorate. So I can see everything in real time. Okay. So here we go. And I'm just going to go under the poof. And tie it down to the rail back here. See the rail? See how I got it behind here? One on top. And I'm not going to do it tight. I'm just going to twist it around 2 times. Just because I might need to move it. I might have it smushed down too much. Yeah, it's on there tight. Same down here. I'm going to find a spot to go right here under one of the loops. And you see how he's starting to lean in? So it might be best to do the one on the outside first so that it anchors it down to have it sitting. Okay, just a couple twists to get it down. Oh man, my gate fell and my girls are in the wind right now. I knew something was wrong because I didn't hear them barking. Because they will be barking at the grass, basically. Okay, so the sign is down. It's not going anywhere. And I still need to tighten it down. Ooh. But I always want to turn it around and give it a shape test. Make sure it's not going to fall off. So I still need to tighten it down. But because I just did that, I know it's not going to go anywhere. All right, so let's put the tails on to the outside. So the one with the light green will get the tail with the dark green. Is that how this is going? I really don't guess it matters. It doesn't matter. So take the ribbon tails, line them up. I'm going to put the printed one on the top. Fold it in half, pinch it, and take my finger and kind of curl it how I want it to go, like that. And pinch here in the middle. And then just lay it down in a tie. Yeah, I'm going to put this one in a lighter one. So the green, the dark green could really pop and show. Give that a few good twirls, and since I may put something else in there. I might put a shamrock or something in each one, or a coin or something like that. But I'll take the ties and curl them down with a dowel, and it'll just be part of the design. They must be on the way back home because I hear somebody yelling. Okay. That's tail 1. Tail 2 will be the shamrocks and the stripes. So I'm putting the stripes on top of the shamrocks. And come pinch it. Find my midway point and curl it how I want it to go. Pinch it together in the center. Place it deep down in between the pipe cleaners and give it a good tight couple of twists so I know it's not going anywhere. Curl down my ties. And then fluff my ribbon. And then separate my ribbon. So to fluff my ribbon, I'm squeezing it together and just pulling up on it like this. Then just separating it. Then it sits up and it pops. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me one moment. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Come on, Minnie. Time to come in. Come on, girl. Okay. One of them's back. Now let's go green. Squeeze it together. Curl it. I hear the other one. So she must be on the way back. I have a gate up on the porch so that they can't get off, but the gate fell down or either they knocked it down. And I knew something was wrong because I didn't hear them barking. Lay this down in there. Give it at least 3 twists. Curl the stencil. Push it up and fluff it. And then separate it. Okay, I'm going to do one on this side so YouTube can see. Going to take this stripe and this shamrock and line it all up. Fold it in half to find the midway point. Put my finger right down the middle here. And then take my other fingers and give it a curl. And at my midway point, pinch it together. Go right inside this tie. Go right inside this zip tie. Push the ribbon all the way to the bottom, deep into the tie. Give it a few good twists. Take my dowel, and a dowel is just a little rod. You can use a pencil, a pen, anything like that. And just take it and curl my tinsel tie down so that it looks like part of the design. Then lift my ribbon up. Lift it up, then fluff it out. There we have it. And I'm just gonna do that all the way around and alternate. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see. You should teach a class on this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I have contacted a couple of nursing homes, and I also contacted a community center that does this type of thing for the elderly and people in the neighborhood to offer my services as a class on maybe a Saturday or an afternoon, but everybody would have to have their supplies so that we could sit down and create a wreath together. Kind of one of my little dreams since I've been doing this. And I recently invited someone onto my channel coming up soon, I think in April. Somebody contacted me, one of my viewers like you, but it's somebody I know. They contacted me and they wanted to make a wreath, or they wanted to know how easy it was to make a wreath. And so I said, why don't you just buy one of my kits and come on the channel, and I'm gonna sit right here in my spot and make it, and you can sit over there off the camera and also make it along with me, and then we can show the viewers like how easy it actually is to make. So look for that coming up soon in a few months. And so if you're local to me, or if I'm traveling in your area and can arrange something safe and secure, I don't mind teaching. Can y'all see how the stripe, you would have never thought to put a stripe with this, but can you see how the stripe really kind of brings it out and helps to build the wreath? It gives it texture, pattern. My little girl gonna get in trouble. She's out there barking her eyeballs out, disturbing my neighbors I know while they're trying to rest. Then I'm gonna have to bribe her to come in the house with a treat. Because if I go to the door, she gonna run thinking I'm playing a game. Okay. I'm going to leave you all to admire this for just a second while I go gather my little girl. Let's go. Come on. Where you at? Come on, baby. Come on, girl. Mommy, where's my baby? Come on, my baby. Where's my baby? I got a treat, baby. You want some yum? Come on, girl. Good girl. Come on. You made me leave our viewers. And you made me tell you a lie that you was good, and you absolutely are not. She's back over there barking at my neighbors because they outside enjoying themselves on this Monday. The stripes make it pop. They do. I feel the same way. You got that ring. You got that finger move. Okay, yeah, I like the stripes. The stripes give it some oomph. So now you see how the wreath looks, but in a minute, it's going to have a whole different look. Like some people could leave it like this, but this right here makes it look empty to me. So now we're going to introduce our bows. You can add just one bow, and it looks amazing. But we are going to have 3 bows. Okay? This is how we working it. 3 bows. Like this. You just have to look at the bows and see which one is better suited for the bottom and the top. That type of thing. Bottom bow. That might be a top bow right there. And this little girl might be a middle bow. Okay, there we have it. So let's put these bows down. So I like to put the top bow on. And I'm just going to go right in between our brown and our white. Fill down. And so also, when you have already placed your ribbon tails, you have to be very careful not to lean on them and smash them. Big time mistake. So right here, I don't want to put my weight on that. I want to make sure I'm not leaning in, putting my weight on that. Let me let y'all see. Oh. Uh-oh, didn't mean to rotate. Excuse me. I want to make sure I'm not leaning on it, putting my weight, because it will smash all of this fluff in. Then we have to go back and rework again, okay? So, make sure that everything you do, you're kind of doing it away from the wreath. And like right now, how I have it lifted, it could be smashing the ribbon tails that are down here on the mat. So once you do that, you got to lift it. Suspend it in the air. Get your ribbon. Get your bow how you want it. And pull it and tighten it. But you also want to make sure that you're not pulling your bow too far into the wreath, because then it'll look smush, smash, cheap, and unprofessional, like a professional didn't make it. And we are absolutely professionals at this level. Even if you're brand new, claim it, own it, do it. Okay? And there's my motivation for the day. But I've been motivating all day long. motivating people to take care of their oral hygiene, brush their teeth, don't bite me, because that's what happened at work. I get bit sometimes several times a day. I get lied to. Oh, I brush my teeth 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Oh, I'm flossing, open their mouth, and it's like Cheetos in there. I don't know what it's like. Like you brush 2 times a day, or just 2 times 2 months ago, because something ain't right. The math not mathing. It's not adding up. Like what you telling me you do is not looking like it in your mouth. And I say that sometimes to them, but then I have to watch myself and remember their patience. Can't talk like that to people. But at the same time, I like honesty. I'm your dental professional. Don't tell me fibs. Like if you're not brushing, tell me you're not brushing, and we can talk about it and deal with it on that level. Maybe I can tell you some extra things to do because you're not a regular brusher. But if you tell me that you are brushing, what more can I tell you if you're doing all the things? Because you're perfect, but it's not showing in your mouth. Then I feel sorry for people because I do. That's just me. But at the same time, I just want my patients to have good health. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're gonna put on our bottom bow. And I always like to put my bottom bow on in a way so that I won't need to put a any ribbon tails or anything right there. Then I want to measure out where would my middle bow sit so that it's not like a gap or a huge space where I need to shift things that way. Then I would have to take this off. So just want to kind of measure it out. So we're going right here, and I'm going to find my ties, and I'm going straight down again in between the brown jute and the white that we did. I reach up underneath, I find my ties, I pull them, and I'm lifting all the way up on my wreath because I don't want to smash the tails. I pull in a little bit. I'm going to cheat and peek. Make sure I'm not pulling it into sync. See, you don't want to pull it in like that. You definitely don't want that. You see how that goes? How that messes it up? You want it to just kind of sit firm where it's not going anywhere, but not there. Just like there, okay? So I'm just showing you the difference and what will make the big difference in your wreath. So that makes a big difference in the outcome and the look of your wreath. If it's pulled down too far, it's all smashed up, it's not looking good. Just going to be honest. When I look back at some of my first works, they're not the same works that I do right now. And I see my growth. But these are the things I'm sharing with you now. I'm sharing with you the things that I noticed about myself, so that you don't have to necessarily go through that. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. She's looking good. Okay. Now, let's add that middle bow. Then we'll add some embellishments and wrap this up. Although I hate to say goodbye. We'll see you later. Okay, we'll lay it down like this. And so I'm not near a white and brown. I'm going to the next white and brown. Now, let's see what that is. I lost it. So if I do it here, am I having any gaps? Nope, I need to do it more centered. So instead of going in between a white and brown, I'm going to have to wrap around a cruffle. Okay, so I'm lifting up. Let me make sure I'm not pulling it down too much. And to me, that's kind of smushed. So I did do one tie. I'm going to unravel it, let it release back up some. And then tie it. I don't want it to be too loose, but I don't want it smashed down in the wreath either, because that look is awful. Also, when I tie it, I go ahead and just wrap it around the bar, around the frame, and the back of the wreath. If you can see that, YouTube can see it right here, where I take the tails from the tie, and I just wrap it around the frame. And then let me turn so Facebook can see. I take the tie and I'm just wrapping it around an area on the frame so that it's nice and secure. And this one goes to the side. And if it's too long, you can cut it off as well. But I generally just like to wrap it to have that extra security. And then I run my hand across to make sure there's nothing poking me when I do that, because I don't want anything poking or scratching anybody's door. Let's see. So this camera can see. Well, you can't really see that well, but you see me leaning on the table, but I can't put the wreath on the table upside down because it'll smash it up. So you're just going to have to imagine me wrapping it around the bar, around the frame. One of the rods in the frame, I'm just wrapping it around. And then once I wrap it as many times as it can go, I squeeze it up like that. Just push both my hands together. One more. And you want to make sure you're holding your wreath suspended in the air, not letting it lean on your leg or lean on the table during this time, because you're smashing your ribbon, you're smashing your mesh, and you want it to have a nice, beautiful, fluffed out look. And so now I'm just going to spend time getting this last bow how I want it. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. All right. What made me sing that? I have no idea. Okay, so remember I said we were going to put clover in the middle of the 3 bows. we should be able to just pull these sticks out on some of them. Okay. And I'm just going to open it up, put some glue on the messed up side, sit it in there, and just hold it for a bit. Takes it a little bit to sit up. Same on this one. See what side looks the best. Whichever side does not look the best, put your glue on it. And place your embellishment down. Hold it for a couple seconds. So this is my good side. And this is my bad side. You can see the spot where the stick came out. That little hole. Burnt my finger. Place that down. Yes, I love the colors. All the lucky St. Patrick's Irish type of colors. Now I did have some coins that we can add. We can add a coin in each one as well. And I'm just going to put some glue on the edge and just stick it. Burn myself. I told y'all this gun is hot. You see it? I burnt my arm myself. Right here. I got a boo-boo. It's glue. It's a glue boo-boo. That should peel off, but it's going to be sore and stuff later. Let's see what the back of this says. A 4-leaf clover for good luck and something, something, something I can't read. It's too small. So I'm going to put it on the clover side on 2, and I'm going to leave the message on one side. Okay. Be more careful this time. Going to the clover side. Just going to put some over here on the corner and stick it in there. On the side, up under. It's feeling like it's not working. Wherever it's touching, just put your glue gun in and add you some. Takes it a few minutes to kind of sit up. You can take a spatula or something and go up underneath and hold it so that it bonds together. But please don't do it with your hand. You will get burnt unless you have some rough hands. Okay, so now we're going to add one here. And we're going to do it on the word side so we can see the words. Maybe right up there. I try so hard not to burn myself and turn right around and burnt myself. Oh, okay. We are still not done. So over here, we need some tails. We need 1, at least 2 tails here and here. So we need this one and a green one. And I'm going to go right into this tie that's right here. Let me sit down. So I'm going to have to maneuver this. Shit in real good. Curl it if you can. Fluff up your ribbon to look so gorgeous. And one more under here. Pull that tie forward. I did smash this one on the bottom somehow, but I can fluff it back up. Okay, this is coming to an end, and we were doing so good on timing, and then, bam, we went over 2 hours. I wanted to stay within the 1 hour time frame. Okay. But there's always another time to try. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because the wreath is so stinking cute. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to put a couple more clovers on it. Here. And here. Here. And a couple more coins. Or we could have just put coins. No, I like the clover and the coin because that's what we've been going with. So let's keep it going. A clover and a coin. Then also we can add some tubing. We can add tubing sprays or tubing circles. If I could find some green. Did I have green out already? Give me 1 second. Okay. I do have some green. And this is one of the reasons why I spent the whole weekend organizing so that I could find stuff without opening up other stuff. We could have put some of this clover on it, but it's so animated already but we still could have just put a little bit for a different texture. Let's put one or two of these in there. Okay. We can put two. Do we want to go like this and just have them in there like that, in between both of the bows? Do we want that going on? Or do we want that and some additional over here? At least one over here. Okay. Anybody on? Talk to me, talk to me. Nobody's on. Oh, my camera might be upside down. I think it is. I think my whole video is upside down on one of them. Because it says live at the bottom, upside down. Ooh. That's not good. All right. So nobody's on. Nobody's helping. I got to decide this for myself. So I'll do this because I like it. But I would have taken somebody's advice if they had been on. Okay, I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Line some glue up on the stick. And push it under the bow. Let's do the same thing. Line some glue up on the stem. Oh, how in the world did that burn me? Wasn't even near that. I hate to be burnt. Now, where is this one going? Because I'm not trying to be burnt again. Okay. I'm just going to stick this glue gun under there and glue it in place. Because I see myself getting burnt. Then under there to give it some support for a few. Remember, stay conscious of yourself, leaning on your wreath and your ties. Almost done. Okay. All the things are glued down. Um, I'm not gonna put any tubing. I was gonna put some tubing, but it's so busy already. It doesn't need any tubing. So this is gonna be it for tonight. I was gonna put like a pom pom on the top of the hat, but you can't see the hat anyway. So I'm gonna hold up the final product for us to see. You see, YouTube, do you see my lemon collection? I have the big lemon truck, the small mini lemon wreath. I have the lemon lantern, and I have a lemon swag that I'm still working on a little bit. Let me lift you up so you can see it also. Facebook. That's my whole lemon collection right there. I'm gonna do a truck and a big long swag, and then that's gonna be it for the lemon. And let's lift you guys up carefully. I'm gonna lift you up a little bit more. I just be so afraid you're gonna fall off. So I just showed you a peep of my lemon collection. But this is our wreath for tonight. And he is named the St. Patrick's Gnome. He is the St. Patrick's Gnome. So cute, so cute, so cute, so cute. Okay. So thank you for joining me tonight and making this beautiful St. Patrick's gnome. Again, please visit my Etsy shop in just a few to purchase. I do ship. If you're not the type of person that have a wreath on your door, You should try it. Just try it. You will love coming home to a wreath. Trust me. Bad day, hard day, you come home, you see your beautiful wreath, it just lifts your spirit. Lifts your neighbor's spirits, your visitor's spirit, says a lot about you, your door. And some people who you wouldn't even think who have a wreath, like some men and things like that, get yourself a wreath. Gift a wreath. Make somebody else's day. Your mom, your auntie, the nice person at the grocery store. Buy a wreath from me, Naomi and Me Creations, from us. Okay? You can call me directly on 864-800-3003 to put in custom orders to purchase this wreath directly, um, or to buy any of my other wreaths. 864-800-3003. That's Naomi and Me Creations number. Or you can visit the Etsy shop. It's Naomi in Me Creations. Naomi and Me Creations. Okay, you can also message me on Facebook. Um, I sometimes miss it. That's why I say text me. Text my phone and I'll get it. But Facebook is a hit or miss for me because after I do a live, I get so many people calling me and messaging me about nonsense when they don't realize that I'm a whole professional woman and I am in the business of wreathing, and that's what I'm about. Not all this foolishness and disrespectful stuff that they do. So they trolls, they boogers, whatever they are. I wish they stopped. So, all right, Facebook. Thank you so much. And see you guys later. Hey, YouTube. It's our time. Oh, man. So, I really enjoyed making this. Uh-oh. I really enjoyed making this wreath with you guys today. Um, Please subscribe if you're watching this. If you stumbled across, if you found it, I really need the support. I've been trying to get enough viewers to do a raffle, 50 viewers, so that I can go live in a different way. And because I just want viewers, like subscribers and viewers and views and all the things. I'm new and I understand that things take time, but I want it now. I don't know what to say. But if you are a wreather as well and you have any, oh, the camera was there the whole time in your view. I don't know what happened, why that happened. But if you are a wreather and you have any advice for me, please do share, call, contact me, or um, leave me a comment. I'll contact you. If you are um, a person and you want to sponsor my channel, call me, get in touch with me. If you have something you want me to air to my 6 subscribers right now, I will. There's 6 today, but tomorrow it'll be 600, and the next day it'll be 6,000, because that's just the way things work. God has a plan. But anyway, I'm just speaking things into existence. But I am very serious about, if you would like to sponsor my channel or want me to do some advertising, I can open some stuff up. Just contact me. I'll let you know where to ship it. I'm just trying to do something here. Help me out. All right. Thank you. And I'll see you guys. Help me get to 50, because I do have something big for us when we make it to 50. Something even bigger when we make it to 1,000. But when we get to 50, I have something for all 50 subscribers. Okay, and we'll talk more about it then. I've just been preparing for that moment because it's been slow. And I like things not slow. Man, I like my ribs and stuff like that cooked slow, but I be wanting them now, to be honest. So anyway, I'm gonna wait my turn. I know it's a due process. I'm just putting in my bed asking for help. Well, thank you. Good night, and I hope to see you all in the next video. I want to make St. Patrick's Day is in a couple weeks. I'm I'm really I'm not I'm not making my stuff in time, you know. I don't know when I should make for the season coming. So I'm hitting heavy, but I'll be on time for next season because I'll have them already made if nobody buys them. But that's not the way I want to operate. I want to be ahead of time. So if anybody out there makes wreaths, has any advice for me, like when I should be making certain holidays or different things I should put in my Etsy shop, please let me know. Please, please, please. Okay. But thank you. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching me live, Mr. Dewan Reed. Thanks for watching me on replay. Please still communicate because when I get that ding and it let me know that somebody watched or left a comment, I definitely will subscribe. I mean, I'm super, super grateful. Okay. So again, Naomi in Me Creations, just like the YouTube page, is the same as the Etsy, it's the same as the Facebook, and the number is 864-800-3003. Hope to hear from you soon.